page 352, problem number 4. Okay. Let f of x be equal to integral of x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared dx. Part 1, part A. Show that f of x is equal to integral of 1 minus k over x minus 2 squared dx, where k is a constant to be determined. We have to prove that f of x is equal to integral of 1 minus k over x minus 2 squared, where k is a constant to be determined. How to prove it? How to prove this? What do we have to do? Yes. يبقى مين؟ طفيان ماشي؟
شو الكويستشن؟
شو الكويستشن؟ question انتوا فايقين ولا واعيين نايمين؟ The question you have integral of x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared. X squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared. Here is the given. The question proved that this integral is equal to integral of 1 minus k over x minus 2 squared, where k is a constant to be determined. In other words, prove that x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared is equal to 1 minus some constant over x minus 2 squared. How can we prove it? Right. I'm going to write it in two ways. 1 minus k over x minus 2 squared is equal to x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared. This means that common denominator x minus 2 squared minus k over x minus 2 squared is equal to x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared. This means that, expand here, x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus k over, no need to write over, because here you have the same denominator, then the numerators are equal. So it's equal to x squared minus 4x. That means that 4 minus k is equal to 0. Simplify x squared with x squared, 4x with 4x. 4 minus k equal to 0. Then k is equal to 4. This means that x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared, it is 1 minus, replace k by its value, 4 over x minus 2 squared. So f of x, it's equal to the integral. Replace now k by its value. It is 1, 4 over we have another way to find or to prove that x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared, that is equal to this. هلا بنقول كيف نكتبها. Okay. Any questions? Do you have any questions? No questions. Okay, reduce the integral of f of x, or reduce the function f. Or 2, or b, reduce the function f, and moreover you are given f of 0 is equal to negative 1. Okay, so here as we said, f of x, it is the integral of 1 minus 4 over x minus 2 squared dx, which is equal to integral of 1, it is simply x, integral 4 over x minus 2 squared plus 4 over x minus 2, just like the integral of k over x squared. It's negative k over x, so you change the sign, plus 4 over x minus 2, okay, plus 4 over x minus 2. Coefficient of x is 1, so here we multiply by 1. No need to multiply by 1. Plus constancy. No, to find the constant, you are given this initial value, f of 0 is equal to negative 1. This means that 0 plus 4 over 0 minus 2 plus c is equal to negative 1. And so negative 2 plus c is equal to negative 1, then c is equal to 1. Therefore, f of x is equal to x plus 4 over x minus 2 plus 1. Any questions? Do you have any question? شو بنا مطفيين؟ ما حدا يحكيش كلمة. ما في؟ رواد؟ يا رواد.
أستاذ ليه حتى 4 over x minus 2 هيدي x minus ولا plus؟
ماينس. تحكي عن هاي؟ x minus 2. To remind you, integral k over x squared dx, it's negative k over x plus constancy, right? Is that true? Okay.
Yes.
In general, k over ax plus d, if it is linear, squared dx, it's negative k over ax plus b, multiply by a, multiply by the coefficient of x, in case it is linear only. So here you have x minus 2, negative k, so negative 4 and positive 4. Again, when I say here negative k, it means change the sign of the coefficient of the constant. Negative 4 will be plus 4. X minus 2 squared, the answer will be x minus 2, and the integral x minus 2. Coefficient of x is 1. So here we multiply by 1, multiply by a, multiply by 1. خلاص طلع مكمل. Okay.
Okay, it's just thank
Welcome.
you.
الطفيان. May I erase?
اتفضل.
شكرا لك. طيب. For part 1, I'm going to solve or resolve part 1 in a different way. I'm going to resolve part 1 in a different way. The question, part 1 or part A, another way. We have x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared, and you have to prove it is equal to 1 plus some constant over x minus 2 squared. Of course, here x squared or x minus 2 squared, and it is x squared minus 4x plus 4, right? And the division of x squared minus 4x by x squared minus 4x plus 4. Yeah. We can find this constant k in more than one way. We have particular way for this particular function, and we have the general way. The general one is the long division. Long division. And we talked about the long division one time. To divide x squared minus 4x plus minus 4x plus, and here we have x squared minus 4x plus 4. And then you start dividing. Only the first one with the highest exponent, I mean term with the highest exponent over the term with the highest exponent. So x squared over x squared, I'm going to write it here. X squared over x squared, it is 1. You write here 1. And then you multiply 1 by everything here. 1 times x squared is x squared. 1 times negative 4x minus 4x. And 1 times 4, it is 4. Now you subtract. So step number 1, you divide. Step number 2, you multiply. 1 by everything. Step number 3, you subtract. Now, be careful. When you subtract, you have to change the signs of the second one. So here, on scratch, I'm going to write x squared minus 4x minus x squared plus 4x minus 4. X squared minus x squared, 0. Minus 4x plus 4x, 0. And then negative 4. Now, here you can't continue division. You can't divide anymore. Why? Because here you have 4 and here you have x squared. You continue dividing in case here you still have x and the degree of x is greater than the degree of greater than 2. Okay? So you stop. Now, how to write the answer? Then, this is the remainder. You write x squared minus 4x over x squared minus 4x plus 4, which is x minus 2 squared, is equal to, the answer here is 1. The remainder is 4, negative 4. So you write here minus 4 over the quotient or the divisor, x minus 2 squared over x minus 2 squared. Okay, this is the general way. This is the general way to divide a polynomial by a polynomial. Any questions? أكيد no questions.
أستاذ فيك ترجع عيدة.
Thank you. For the long division, you consider the term with the highest exponent and the term with the highest exponent. You divide x squared over x squared. The answer is 1. You put 1. And then you multiply 1 by everything. 1 times x squared, that is x squared. 1 times negative 4, you get negative 4. And 1 times 4, you get 4. Third step, subtract. To subtract, you have to change the signs here. So you get x squared minus 4x minus x squared plus 4x minus 4. The answer here is negative 4. Now, in this step, you can't continue dividing. Why? No more x here. Or if you want here, you still have x to the power 0. 0 is less than 2, so you can't divide. You continue dividing. In case here you have, let's say, negative 4x to the power 3. 3 is more than 2. You divide. You repeat the same steps. Or let's say you have 4x squared, same exponent. Okay? Again, you repeat the same steps. 4x squared over x squared, you write the answer and so on. Now, to write the answer, that's equal to then x squared minus 4x over x minus 2 squared is equal to 1. The remainder, negative 4. So minus 4 over the same denominator x minus 2 squared.
أوكي.
Clear?
بس مش كأنها بتاخد وقت أكتر من هديك أو لا؟
ينبلع. بس نحن عم نقول the general way.
لأن بدك تعمل division.
أكيد. بس يمكن مثلا هو ما يقول لك شو هو الفور هون. عرفت كيف؟ طيب. In general, the answer will be the quotient plus the remainder over the divisor. Okay. And this way we use it to find integrals of rational functions. Step number 1. In case the exponent of the numerator is more than or equal to the exponent of the denominator. Step number 1, we start by the long division. ماشي. Questions? No questions. Okay. I'm going to the worksheet to have more exercises. I just sent you a worksheet about integrals. Exercise number 1. رواد شيا رواد يا رواد رواد يو يا معلم طافي 8 يا 8 ما في حدا. رامي
مش حدا بيرد.
شايف
ايه قال
بس هيك بدي اسمع صوتك. عمر كيفك؟
خلص سمعت صوت.
اوكي عمر
منيح استاذ.
عارف الحمد لله ان شاء الله على طول. وجاد وجنى
هاي أستاذ.
اهلا.
ليش الحال؟
الحمد لله. مين بعد في عنا؟ سارة.
Good morning.
جود مورنينج. شو بكم مطفيين؟ مطفيين. اوكي
بس أول ساعة هيك شوي.
اول ساعة هيك شوي ها. طيب ريم 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 طيب مجد مجد يا مجد.
نعم.
exercise 1 part 1
بس
بيسأل عنك.
ايه ايه
يلا
كريمة بعت لك شات.
ايه كتبت الأستاذ. اوكي that's good. يعني هيك ريم هلا بيكونوا بالبيت مرتاحين. مجد
مكيفين مش مرتاحين.
بس قلت هيك بالبيت مرتاحين على مش انحسب فيك تحكي ايه. مجد
ايه
يلا
يعني 5x سكوير تصير 5x كيوب over 3
اوكي 5x power 3 over 3
minus 7x squared over 2
minus 7x squared over 2.
هاي 7x
sorry
اوكي plus 2 over x
كيف
squared
لا
plus
I'm not
2
deriving.
over x squared
كلا I'm not deriving to say plus 2 over x squared integral. What's the integral of k over x? The rule it's k ln absolute value of x, right? It's a rule. So plus or minus 2 ln absolute value of x plus constant c id ln ln. Thank you, Majd. Part 2 integral of 2x plus 1 to the power 3 to 2x plus 1 to the power 3 dx. And the question here, find it in two different ways. مين بقى نسأل؟ منو رامي؟ رامي؟ رامي؟
هيقولوا
يلا تفضل.
uh, 3 into 2x plus 1 power 2 يعني هيدي الانتي ديريفاتيف لل 2x plus 1
رامي أنا مش عم بسألك عن derivative
2x plus 1
ايه 2x plus 1
2x plus 1 power 4 over 4
2x plus 1 to the power 4 over 4 and here in the denominator multiply by what? The coefficient
times 2x plus 1
times only the coefficient of
2
times 2 times 2 plus constant c. Yeah, it's equal to x plus 1 to the power 4 over 8 plus constant c. To remind you to write the rule. What is the rule? Integral ax plus b to the power n dx. It is ax plus b to the power n plus 1 over n plus 1 and multiply by the coefficient of x, so times a plus constant c. Right? Clear?
right
Okay. And as we said, we can apply this property only in case what's inside here is linear. Don't erase. Okay. ما سمعت ريب. What is the second way? Here it is mentioned, right? Or find the integral in two different ways. This is the first way, apply this rule. The second way, integral of 2x plus 1 power 3 dx. Yes, Jana? You want to participate? I agree. You can start. Jana? يا جانا.
أستاذ
يلا.
نعم.
Start. ينعم عليك. The second way.
second way
To find the integral. How to find it in a different way? الله يهديكي. جانا. جانا. جانا.
هون معك
مش عايز اسمعنا ابدا. طيب. How to find the
معك
integral
أستاذ عم بحكي.
in a different way? كنت حاطة ميوت. Expand. Expand.
في يقول شي.
Yes, تفضلي.
نعمل 2x cube plus 3 into 2x squared plus 3 into 2x plus 1.
Expand the identity. A plus b to the power 3. So it is 8x to the power 3 plus, I'm going to write it in details, 2x to the power 3 plus 3 into 2x squared times 1 plus 3 into 2x times 1 squared plus 1 power 3 dx, which is equal to integral. The first one here, you get 8x to the power 3. Here you get 12x squared, 6x, and 1 dx. Continually, what do you get?
Uh, 8x to the power 4 over 4 plus 12x to the power 3 over 3 plus 6x to the power 2 over 2 plus 1x plus c.
Good. Of course, here you can simplify, which is equal to 2x to the power 4 plus 4x cubed plus 3x squared plus x plus a constant c. Okay? Reem,
Okay,
can you raise Reem? Which way? What is way? What title already? سبق. Right. Do you have any questions؟ هل عنده أي سؤال؟ بعد الشر يعني. You don't have any questions? Okay. Yes, I'm done. Okay. Exercise 4.3. Questions? Any questions? No questions? Integral of x squared into x plus 1 power 3 dx